Good afternoon, I'm Stacey J and this is my studio. Welcome to all of those who have been here before and who haven't been here before, and welcome back to those that have. If you like the content, I'd love you to give me a thumbs up, and if you are not a subscriber and you'd like to see more content, please do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. So I'm getting texts at the same time. I'm trying to wipe them out. So I am doing my Tuesday tutorial. I would like to apologise for not being on since my big 3-hour Sydney make. It's not that I made Sydney, Australia. My Sydney designer dress I made as a sew along with you lovelies last week. It was the monthly make. So I've made mine, made it too big, but I've had lots of questions in regards to it, and I think I'm giving out some really good answers. Excuse me, what? 1 second. That went down the wrong way. My phone did go flat at one stage, and I was talking to my mum, said that was the one thing she really wanted to see me do, is the pockets. So I have, and for my tutorial today, I know there's a lot of things people want to know about, but I think I want to attach this to the Sydney dress so that it is there. We've got another, 12th today, so there are 31 days, 12th, a few days left. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken a quick cutout of the Sydney front panel. I'm not going to bother about the, I just opened it up, and I think I've ordered another Sydney pattern because I'm dropping my top down to a 16 and I'm going to drop the body down to a 14. Those that don't know me, I am, my girls are there, but baby ain't got back. Okay, so it's bit of a twist on how some people are, but there's nothing there. So I got mum to try on the dress, and it fits her, so I gave her my traced out pattern. She's extremely happy about that, because it's I do it every time. I don't know if you do, and if you don't know me, I trace all my patterns out, because say if I cut out the pattern for that, which was the 18, which was the smallest in the size category that I got, I would have lost anything bigger than that, and I also would have lost the speed of the grading that I could have done for it, which, I mean, I can grade it if I want, easy can peasy, but why? So I'm going to get Queenie to try it on. Those that don't know me, Queenie is my bestie, and she loves everything Stacey J made. So, not designed. I'll credit where credit's due. Starlight made this dress, but that's a low-flying helicopter. Okay, so I ran out the door to see if I could see what it was, but I actually didn't run out the door. I just ran to the door, then looked down and looked down. I should have just gone straight out. So I was going to see if it was the air ambulance, or the what we call the Westpac ambulance, which is, you know, the one that goes and gets people. He was just super, super low. Mind you, we've got a military base very close that has the NH90s come in. Look at me, no, my helicopters. And we have a prison nearby too, so let's hope it wasn't a cop one. Anyway, that's that. You know, I ramble. If you don't know, I ramble. I just got off my hose to a pair of jeans that I'm bleaching at the minute. The pockets have gone a bit orange with the bleach, which I think is quite funky, which in turn has turned some of the thread a bit orange. So they smell. Look at that. I think if I bleach all of that, I can have a pocket that's orange on the inside. So I'm bleaching them. They stink. Well, I normally bleach them in chlorine. But we haven't got much chlorine, so I've done extra spray there, so it's quite bleachy there. I washed them to see how much has fallen out of it. I'm going to make a pair of my ripped jeans out of them. I'm not putting them on my Chez Lounge. Would you imagine a nice little bleach patch, my Chez Lounge? Stacey would be very upset. Anyway, back to my pocket. So one of the things that Mum said was that she was disappointed that the phone decided to die right when it did, was when I was explaining the pockets. Now the pockets to me were a little bit different to what I'd put in before, and I want to now go over them with you and put this and attach it into the actual sew along that I did to show you how less brain foggy it needs to be. I tend to stick it just a normal whack it in kind of side thing in my pockets, or I'll do well pockets. So this was due to it being a sew along, I wanted to do it as per. So I'm going to drop you down onto the pattern piece and show you what I've got, and put my glasses on and show you how it all works. Okay, you'll hear my voice, but you won't see my face. Yahoo! Okay, here I have some scrap fabric. I actually got it out of a fabric thing that I'm actually going to give to somebody because they do something with their church and they do crafts or something. So there's one side of mine. Let's say this is the right side. So this will be the wrong side. Okay, W for wrong. Okay, and here's my pockets, and there's my little nippies on the stab my wrist. And my shirt might blend in with the fabric I'm doing. Totally different fabric. And my shirt, oh, it's been caught on something. My shirt, my t-shirt I've got on now is a pattern I drafted off another pattern of a shirt that I used to wear. It was a singlet and it was a cowl neck. I love a good cowl neck. I think they're extremely sexy. I'm just going to mark these inside and inside, right? So hopefully this will go around. Yep, too much. Okay, so I'm going to put the pocket onto the actual fabric. There it is up there. This should match, unless I did it wrong. Oh yeah, it's matching. So I've got a seam there. Okay, there. Okay, this is the way I would normally do these pockets. Just slightly different to the way Style Arc put it on their information. So first what I'm going to do is the seam allowance is 1 centimetre. So I'm going to, obviously it's a bit crooked, so not obviously, you can see the red poking out, but that will be moved when I do the actual sewing. So there's 1 centimetre. Okay, just so that you know that when I'm sewing it, there's the 1 centimetre. So I'll be sewing along that line. But first I will sew down there and also down there. Okay, so I'm going to sew down this line here, back tack, then I'm going to sew all the way down here, back tack. So I'm back tack there, obviously. Why I say obviously is because you know you should be back tacking. Okay, back tacking stops thread from unraveling, which keeps your garment together, because nobody wants to run around outside and then have their garment fall off them because it's slowly unthreaded itself. And then I'm going to do that one. Okay, so come with me and let's stitch this up. Okie dokie, so here I am at the machine, and first of what I'm going to do is this little backwards and forwards here. That was a little bit of an overkill. Goodness gracious, Stacey. Okay, then going along here. And you make sure you're at your 1 centimetre. You know my saying, you manipulate your fabric, fabric doesn't manipulate you. And then back up here. right on the end where that is. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to cut into, oops, I don't want them scissors, I want these scissors. These are Kai scissors. I'm not affiliated with the company, but I know that Angela Wolf, who is somebody I've been following for about 9, coming on 10 years, loves Kai scissors. And these, I found these at Thimbles and Threads in Upper Hutt many years ago. Didn't know they were Kai scissors. Favorite snipper scissors. Right, so we're going to cut on an angle into there. Okay, and then we're going to go back, get all this out the way. We're going to go back and we're going to go and understitch. And understitching keeps our little pocket on the inside. Standing on the outside looking in. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I've got it in a nice black thread. You'll be able to see the work I do. Just going to get this out the way. I don't want it in the way. Okay, so that can then go back in there and you can fold down like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to get all this gunk out. Okay, I'm going to get it out so it sits up nice and straight like that, like a square. And we get the other one, and we get the other one, Stacey Joanne. We set it up like a square. I'll make sure that you can see that. Sorry, I've got it facing the other way because, well, you can't see anything, can you? Let me go out here. There we go. So you want to get that squared up in line with that seam that we made up there. So I'm going to go to the ironing board and I'm going to iron that down nice and flat. So there we've got it nice and flat, sitting there, tucked under nicely. Okay, nice seam there. Then we get the other side of the pocket. We line up our little bits and pieces. Okay, so our big thing is to definitely match it up there. Nice little thingo in it there. Pin, that's what it's called. It's not called a thingo. Matching that up nicely there. So I'm going to go around and do a 1 centimetre seam allowance around the pocket. This is a 1 centimetre seam allowance because that is actually what the pattern calls for. I've got to stop talking like that. That's what the pattern calls for. There we go. That sounds better. Let me have a little sing-song with it. Okay, after this is the time you'd probably go and overlock it if you were finishing it off nicely. But I'm just finishing this off for you, or showing you how to do it, so that you can do it. Do it. You can do it. Right, come up here and attach it. Okay, so we've got the pocket attached. Like that. So it's like a little envelope in here. I'll take off that. The next thing we do, so you would go and you overlock all the way around this, if that's where you're up to. Okay, you'd overlock the edge and make it look pretty. But we're not prettying this up because it's just be a waste of thread. And I don't like to waste my thread. The next stage is right sides together, lay it on top. Okay, this is when I went and got my little marker pen. I was a little bit diligent. Look at me, that's a big word for me, diligent. So we've got our pocket corner is matching here. So I put a little dot there, so I knew that that's where it sort of went in, okay? And there, So I knew that I needed to capture that particular mark there. Let's pop a pin in here. If the fabric is going to lie nicely, there we go there. Because we want it to be nice and tight, this is what I did. Okay, I wanted it nice and tight. I wanted to not see anything. I'll put a pin down here. And again, I've got another corner that goes in here. That's where my corner is. So basically I want the stitches to come here. What I did was I actually removed the pocket. So I sort of didn't go inside the dress because that was big. But I sort of pulled this part away a little bit. Okay, and I put a little bit of a jinx down. Oops, look at me. I forgot to. Why don't you tell me to put a pin up here, guys? Next time, eh? Yell it out. Not afraid of a little bit of yelling. I'll just put a pin up here. And we're going to just drop that down a little bit. And what that's given me is just a little bit more of a gap so I can relax a bit when I go down, that I'm not going to catch it. It's catching that pocket. See, it's just got that little bit of a buckle in it there, which I've buckled it away. You don't want to catch it. That's the idea of it. So again, this is not a speed game, this one. Take your time. This will make your pocket look nice. We've got our 1 centimetre seam allowance. Let's go down and get into it. Let's see if I'll go closer. Yep. All right. So nothing yet. We're coming up, that's where we want to go. Right there, and there's the corner of the thingo, of the pocket. Right, still on the 1 centimetre there. Missing everything, 1 centimetre. And because I've got this back to here, I'm kind of really not worried about it. Kind of feeling a bit free and easy with that because it's right back here, which is more than 1 centimetre. So it's all good. Coming up to our next little area. And we're going to cross into that little crosshair there. And we're going to go 1 centimetre seam allowance. Now if all went according to plan, my 1 centimetre seam allowance should be, I'll go off and iron this, and it should have worked that it became an invisible pocket. Something's not playing the game there. Let me go and iron. Oh, it's because it's on the hip. This is a hip position. Okay, I'm going to go and iron it, and you'll see that it sits nice and flat. I'll be back. And there you go. You have what is known as an invisible pocket. Now you can see it because it's yellow, but that is your invisible pocket just sitting there like that. So it's not too dissimilar to side pockets, but I thought it was quite nifty. So that's how you do it. Any questions? No? Okay. So that is how easy the pocket can fall into place. This being the front, that being the back. And you would not, if it was all red, we would not realise that there is a yellow in there. So that is the pocket. I'm pretty happy with that. Don't forget I put mine in the side seam, not the front seam. This is actually the front seam, so it would sit, if it was the front seam and it had the other seam, it would just sit like that, flat as a pancake. Flat as a pancake. So I thought I would just jump on there and let you guys see that so that you can go, right, got it. Because it's quite easy. I was just overthinking it, as you do. Like, I don't know, putting the facings together first. done much. Right, people, so I'm going to let you go now. I am coming to the end of my day. It's 4:13. It's been a bit of a busy day. Shot out to Mum's, went and saw the lawyer at Mum's, well, Mum's lawyer, not my lawyer. I need for a lawyer, so we just went out some stuff for Mum. And the other thing I want to do while I have you on, something that has got to do with the monthly make, is I have had only a couple of people jump onto the community page and say what they wanted. I've got a one for right, so I did a when one can't buy fabric, one buys patterns. So my daughter has now come to terms with the fact that I actually have two hobbies. One's collecting fabric, the other one is sewing. So she's going to probably pull up another one. One is collecting patterns, collecting fabric, and sewing. So I've just bought 5 patterns from Stylark. And I did have somebody say on the community page that they are interested in a monthly make with pants or a top, or possibly both, I guess. I'm just going to go in there and have a look at my I viewed channel. And if I go into, sorry, while I look down, monthly make. Monthly makes. I have 7 comments on that. It's because I've done some replies. Okay. The Francisca blouse for Stylark. Have a Google of that one. Okay, just saying. And being a blouse, okay, I have had Mary say that because she doesn't wear dresses, a top or pants would be really good. So Mary, if you want to jump on and have a look at the Francisca Stylark blouse and tell me what you think of that. It's not much to it as in the way of shaping. Okay, so I think that was one of the things was you don't want it too fitted. Okay, and I think it can be quite a pretty make. I quite like the look of that. So everyone, if you want to have a look and you want to think about April and making a blouse, get some poppy fabric, just saying. And make have a look at that for a thing. Now there was 2 other people that have in comments to me when we started talking about how and where and why and if we choose monthly makes, how it goes about it. I said basically it's throw stuff forward and let me know. Now there was 2 dresses and I liked them, and I cannot for love nor money remember which one it is or which one they are. So if you're out there and you're watching this, can you please jump on the community page and say what the dresses are? One of them, I swear, had shearing at the back, but they were very... Sorry, I just hear that helicopter again. Funny feeling it could be something to do with the defense. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. So if you could please, yeah, we've got one thing so far that has been mentioned, but backed up with somebody that wants a blouse as well. And the others I know have mentioned it on, I can go through, but I'm still answering comments from Christmas, and I think I'm hitting a week ago now, so I'm getting there. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say about that. That's what I want to say about that. I also want to shout out to with my Ko-Fi account, I have had Susan has, and I got that a few days ago, and just I haven't been on. Sorry. So, and I did thank Susan straight away, but Susan jumped in and gave me a beautiful donation for my time. So thank you very much, Susan. If anybody feels the need for speed, Top Gun, sorry. Yeah, not speed. Definitely a Top Gun reference. Yeah, there's a link in my description below. And I do have another lovely person who has given me a Ko-Fi account, a Ko-Fi love donation, and huge to you as well. Right, so in saying that, I have contacted, I purchased my Style Art from Australia because the other New Zealand people that do store it, I've put it down. The other people that do store Style Art didn't have what I wanted in it. So I have 5 patterns. And no, I didn't reorder the Sydney. What a silly Sydney girl I am. Which means I'm going to have to grade it because I do want to make that again. Definitely want to make that again. So I've got some patterns. Please jump into the community page and put your little piece forward so that we know what we can make. I do have something in mind for April, but yeah, I do have something in mind for April, but it was a mention. It wasn't, hey, I'm picking this and make it all. Don't. It's a mention from, I was going to say Maisie, not Maisie. It's a mention from, oh my gosh, I am so bad at that. The name has gone. I see a face. Jackie. So she's sitting with me on the couch. I could see all that. Just could not see her name because of the pause. Right. So, oh yeah. So this is my top. I'll show you my top now. So it's just a stretch fabric. It's got ruching at the sides. I made it from a black sleeveless top. So it's got the old nice waterfall. Some people call it a waterfall, but the cowl neck. So I just designed it from there, and it's got little pleats in the shoulders and just around the back. So that's what I have done and made. So I made sleeves. So I basically got another t-shirt pattern and made sleeves, and put a cuff on it because I have a sleeve thing. I have things to do with sleeves. I'm all about the sleeves. So that's me. So yeah, there you go. What I didn't ramble on in the last week, I probably made up for in today's. So I hope that helped you with the pattern for the pocket and sewing it all together. Willow is keen as mustard to go outside, and we'll go from there. Okay, people, I want you to stay well, warm and dry. Keep cool, keep on sewing, hydrate, and have no regrets. Take care, everybody, and I will see you in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, notification. That's all I got to say about that. See ya.